Have you been trying to set a goal without much success? Or you can name it, but you can't get it? Well, today I'm going to talk about fear of failure and fear of success, because they sound like two good reasons why you can't get to your goal. But what do they actually mean? Goal setting is trendy, it's hot, it's sexy. Everyone is doing it, much like meditation. And in fact, it has been around for as long as humans have. Cavemen used to set their eye on a prey and went out and got it. That's some actionable goal setting because their survival depended on it. You know how the story goes. You hire a coach. It can be a relationship coach, a financial coach, a weight loss coach, a nutritionist, and the first thing they ask you is, what is your goal? Take a personal trainer, for example. You walk into the consult room or you set up your Zoom because you're ready to go get it. And the first thing the personal trainer asks you, so what is your goal? Duh, I'm here to lose weight. But you don't actually say it like that. You say, well, I want to lose some weight. How much weight? Why do you want that? In your head, you're thinking, well, I actually feel like shit and I hate my life. But out of your mouth comes, well, I want to feel a little better with myself. But what does feeling better is going to do for you? Coaches are so pushy, right? Well, in fact, what these questions are designed to do is peel the layers of your mind, much like the layers in an onion. The questions are designed to peel away both the resistance in your conscious and your unconscious mind and tests for weaknesses and strengths. Because if you cannot get through those first questions, how do you know you're strong enough to go ahead and turn yourself into what it takes to get to your goal? Let's assume you are ready, willing, and able. And in fact, you did the exercise I proposed on my previous IGTV, on my previous video, and you are clear and certain and strong and stubborn. You're ready to go get it. And then you find yourself spending a ton of time and energy with very little success. It's time to take a look at what these two mean. Fear of failure. We're very clear. You might be very clear into what that means. Fear of failure means you don't get to your goal. You spend a ton of time, money, and energy, and you don't get to your goal. Same old story, same old ugly emotions. And surprisingly, subconsciously, sometimes that memory of all the past failures cluster up as we take on a new journey and they slow us down. We're very familiar with what this is. What does fear of success actually mean? The first time I heard it, it didn't make sense to me. How can I be afraid of my light? How can I be afraid of having the money and the body and the energy I want? It just doesn't make sense to me. To go a layer deeper onto what this means, I had to put myself in a personal situation and imagine two possible futures with a clear example, something that could really impact me at an emotional level. So I picked my goal of writing a book. So for a second, I'm gonna imagine, let's play with this, fear of success. Why is it taking me so damn long to have my book in my hands? Because fact is, I don't have it. Fear of success. So if I publish my book and it becomes a successful tool for my business, it's probably gonna create more work for me. Okay, more work sounds scary. And if there is more work, more than what I am already doing that I can barely handle sometimes, I might feel like butter spread over too much bread. Not in a good way. Butter, not in a good way. And so I might feel like there's not enough of me to go around to fulfill the responsibilities of putting this out there into the world, resulting in not being good enough, not being enough energy, not being good enough of me to go around to put up with all that work. Fear of failure, that is easier. If I finish this book and it's actually here in my hands and out there in the world, there is a very real fear I have that it's just 20 people are going to buy it, 50 people are going to buy it, and then nothing else is going to happen. That means that it was irrelevant or it wasn't good enough to create an impact in the world the way I intended it to be. Again, brings me to the same cloud. Wow. When I saw that both fear of failure and fear of success for me brings me to the same cloud, I had a major realization. Being not good enough is a core limiting decision or limiting belief I have struggled with myself in the past. And why is this so heavy? Why is this the source of such slowness in my life? Because at the biggest expression of not being good enough, it means that I have no purpose in this life. And if I have no purpose, then what's the point of my existence? That is very deep. That is a very deep unconscious exploration that I have managed to tap in for myself out of a simple goal of deciding to write a book. That's why it's been such a scary experience for me. Now, let me tell you, nothing is going to happen. If you set a goal and you don't reach it, nothing is going to happen. If you don't set a goal, nothing is going to happen. There is no problem with that. The days where the sun is still gonna come up, there's still 24 hours in the day. You can still have breakfast tomorrow morning. Nothing is going to happen. I have a proposal for you. Let's ditch this. Let's get rid of any of that. Let's write an epic story of success, because perhaps that will inspire many. Let's write an epic story of failure. You never know. It might turn into an awesome novel, or it will still inspire many. Let's write a story. Let's make things happen. What matters is the stories we write with our lives.